everyone, and welcome back to Tahr Talks. Today, we have with us a very special guest. So, as many of you will recognize, it is Vinod sir, our head of school. So, sir, it's been 1 month since we've come back to school, and we've had the opportunity to speak with you, connect with you. But sir, we would just I would love it if you could just recount it for our audience. What has your journey in Good Shepherd and coming to Good Shepherd been like so far?
The journey has been very good, Prisha, and I just love the positivity that this campus has and the student has, and I'm absolutely loving this journey so far.
So how do you get into this field of education?
This is actually very interesting. In fact, I can tell you that if I tell my old classmates who studied with me in school that I'm in school, so I'm sure they're going to laugh at it. Okay, it's because I was the one who was telling my classmate that, listen, I mean, after I get out of the school, I'm not going to enter the school again. Okay, and I'm sure God must be listening to me and laughing at me, and I entered the school again, and it's been a journey. Like when I was in school, we were little. Nowadays kids know what to be done, but our time we were just kind of happy-go-lucky kind of kids, not pretty much knowing what we'll do. I think what was there in my mind was that I'll get into army, okay, because I was very good at sports. I wanted to play sports. I was pretty fond of army people, so I thought I'll get into army. Okay, so that was a goal at that point of time, and I grew up thinking that I'll go in the army. Okay, and I did see for getting into army. There's an examination. You have to qualify that. You have to write that examination and qualify. I did qualify that examination, and I just went to the physical test because after the examination there's always a physical test. I went to the physical test. I was able to do the hurdles because I was pretty good at sports. Then they got me to that there's something known as color vision test, and then they started giving me those tests. Okay, then I realized I have a color vision. Okay, I could not even see those characters. They said, okay, what is this? I said, okay, I can't see it. Then I realized that I have a color vision. That was a time when I knew that I cannot get into the army. Okay, so that was my one of the first rejections, you could say.
So would that be color blindness?
Yeah, that was I have a partial color blindness.
So that must be.
So that's basically a permanent rejection from the army. Okay, so what I then one of my friend was, because I knew that I cannot get into the army. Okay. So then one of my friend was actually applying for the colleges. Okay, so I said, which course you're applying? He said, there's a new course, computer science. People are now just going to computer science. I applied for that computer science degree. Okay, I got it because my grades were good. I know I just told in the assembly that I was a backbencher. But backbencher did not mean that my scores were pretty good. Okay, I enjoyed sitting on the backbench because
you're one of those fortunate people who could get the grades without having to.
That's the dream.
Stay.
See, I started from the front bench. I was a front bencher in the beginning, but it was too much of stressful sitting on the bench. All the questions you have to answer, you expected to answer all the questions. You cannot look at anywhere. You have a board in front of you, and and it was pretty stressful. Then I transited from the front bench to the last bench, and that became my permanent thing. But I did all my homeworks, and I did all my lessons, and I did score decent grades. So that actually helped me. So I went to do my computer degree, and then after that, I applied to a company because I wanted to become a software engineer after that. That was my second other thing. All right. So, I went for an interview, and there I mean, how I got selected was again very interesting. I went for the interview, and then there, I mean, some code was not working in that company. So they said, "Can you fix it?" I fixed it in 5 minutes. They were working for, I think, 4 or 5 days, not able to fix it. I fixed it. I think it took me 5 to 10 minutes to fix that
That
code.
flex,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
and I got selected. So that was an interview, right? I just I fixed that code and I got selected. So this is how I entered in the software field, and I was writing codes for my clients, giving them training on the software that I should develop, and this is how I just doing in the IT industry. And one day, by the way, I'm from Dehradun, so that's my hometown. Okay, so every Saturday I used to go to, and the job was in Delhi.
Yeah.
Okay, so every Saturday I used to go to Dehradun because my parents were there, and that city was, I mean, very close to my heart, still very close to my heart. Okay, so I should go to Dehradun, and from Dehradun, I mean, I should apply for a leave on Monday. Every Monday I should be on leave. So the company got very pissed off by me, saying that, listen, every Monday you apply for leave, and how does it work? My general manager was very angry that why are you applying leave for every Monday?
Yeah.
And then after kind of few months, I got a notice that, listen, for next 4 months you can apply for a leave. Okay, that was a general manager spoke to me very strictly. They said, and I mean, actually, it's a very heartless because we were getting projects and getting thin timelines. We had a team, and suppose I had 6 people in my team. I mean, if the project is not in line, either you get fired or you fire your people. That's as heartless as this. Okay, so, and on top of it, I was taking leave on Monday, but I was a very good programmer. My program never cracked. That's the thing. Okay, so I knew that I was adding value to the company I was working. So general manager said that, listen, next 4 months, no leave. Okay. Then Saturday, again, I went to Dehradun and I took a leave again. Okay. So one of my friend was actually working as a teacher in a school named as Vellum Boys School. Okay. So when we were discussing, because even he was a sportsman, I was also a sportsman. So when we were discussing that, he said that, listen, I'm able to still play all the games we used to play in the school. Yeah. I said, listen, I'm working so hard in there, okay, and you're having fun in Dehradun, okay, you're able to play pretty much all the games we used to play. I said, listen, find me a job in your school, okay. So he said, okay, yes. Then he met the principal next day, and and luckily there was a space in that school. Okay, and then but Monday I took, I mean, I again went back to the company.
Yeah.
And so he called me up, said, listen, my principal says that there's a space in my school. Yeah. So then next Saturday, again, I went back to Dehradun, and then I met the principal. Okay, and I said, listen, I'll be happy to join your team.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, okay, well, why not? I mean, I was qualified. I had my postgraduate degrees in computer science. So he said, yeah, we'll be happy to have you. Then again, the next week again, went back to the company. I said to general manager, listen, I'm resigning. So general managers thought that, I'm so angry with his memo that, see, you can, next 4 months, you cannot take a leave. So he said, listen, relax, sir. I mean, just if you want to take leave, you continue to take leave. I have no problem, but don't leave it, because we have big plans for you. We want to send you to US, and there's a project happening in US. I said, okay, let me think. But obviously, I made up my mind that I'll leave. Okay. So next Saturday, again went back to Dehradun. From there, I just called him up, and the general manager, listen, I'm leaving. That's it. Okay. So he said, no, think. Then from there, I just wrote my resignation and then posted us. I knew I was not going to accept it. So this is how I came to school. So Willem was my first job, and I taught. I loved that school.
Yeah.
So this is how I started my teaching career. And I said that I used to be a backbencher. That actually helped me a lot, being a teacher, because when I entered the school, I pretty much knew that what the teacher should not do in a school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And because obviously in our time, teachers are not as kind as teachers you have.
Very kind
Okay.
teachers.
Okay. So, thing is, teacher used to teach only the bright students, like 5-6 bright students. The class pace used to be decided by those 5 guys, and people who are not so good at studies, they were suffering. So I realized that's not the way to just teach. So I learned a lot by sitting at the bank bench, because if you sit on the bank bench, you have a full 360 view of the class. You know what's happening.
Yeah.
So when I became a teacher, I actually understood that. That actually helped me become a
You
good
still
teacher.
miss teaching.
I do. In fact, I never tried to gauge myself how good I am as a teacher. Okay. I did my best. I did a pretty good job in terms of getting good results. Children liked me. They're still in touch with me. They are all over the world. I do miss teaching. I did teach till last year. I am a TOK teacher as well. I used to teach TOK. So I did teach TOK. I love teaching because I think I was also head of school and a TOK teacher. For me, teaching actually gave me escape from my office.
Yeah.
Okay. I should go and connect with the children. So I loved teaching.
So I'm sure all of us would love it if you would drop into a TOK class anytime.
I know.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to come to your class and maybe give some mind-boggling questions. Other day I was sitting with the teachers. I said, listen, I mean, TOK. You know how discussion happened. Do you study TOK?
Yes, that was the first thing.
So I said to the teacher that, listen, is there a connection between luck and science? So, same question I asked the students as well. What do you think, guys? What do you think? They said, no, luck is luck and science is science. How can luck be proven scientifically?
Yeah.
But it can't be proven, right? Just tell me a place where science is not there.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of like Murphy's Law right now. So like everything that has...
No, anything. Science is, it's basically, it's a natural sciences, right?
It is.
If suppose there's a crash, there must be a reason behind the crash, right?
Yeah.
And that reason, I'm sure, is a scientific reason.
Yeah.
So TOK is such an interesting...
Oh, so yeah, that's like saying that luck and unluckiness doesn't really even exist.
No,
Yeah.
it can be proven scientifically. Okay. And also things like ethics, like ethics change, right? Ethics of a student is different, or a teacher is different. Policeman will have a different ethics. Doctor will have a different ethics. So I think ethics is also a very good topic to discuss in TOK classes.
Yeah.
So it actually, twists people's mind. So yeah, I love to be there in class someday. So this is how I landed up in school. I was there for around 14 years. I taught in that school. So.
Oh, wow.
And pretty much I played all the games. I did all the treks. I did river running. I did more like camping in the places where people are not even expected to go. We did a camping in, there's a place, have you heard about Gomukh? Where the Ganga starts.
Yeah.
The glaciers.
Yeah,
We did
glacier Ganga.
So we did camping there, tenting. We along with 4 more guys went there and we did a tenting there. After that, we know that it's not permitted to do there. Glacier falling, and it was so risky there. Yeah. So we did so many crazy stuffs in school, and how I became a head is also interesting. I never wanted to become a school principal or something. Yeah. I was happy doing what I was doing. And one day, and also I'm not a book reader. I don't read too many books because I'm science and math person.
Yeah.
Hands-on. I like to play games, but not into reading too many books. But I went to a library one day and I read a book. I got a book, not so thick. The name of the book was "Are You Sure You Are a Principal" by Susan Villani.
Okay.
You can just look up. It's a good book. I read the book. I just read few pages, and it was so interesting. I read the whole book in 2 days. Usually, I cannot read the books in 2 days, but it was that book was about a young principal who. A young person who became a principal, and then people were surprised how that person became a principal, that lady, and the struggles she had as a principal, and she got awarded so many prizes or something. So that actually book inspired me. I said, listen, if this lady can become why not I? Okay, and it'll be interesting to just apply for a role where you become a head of school or something. And I applied for a job in Bangalore. Okay, and I got a call from there. So it was a phone, telephonic, discussions, and in fact, I applied just like that. I was not even serious about joining the job, but since I read the book, I said, okay, let me apply it. Okay, I applied, and then I got a call from there, and they wanted me to just come in. They said, can you come to Bangalore for a face-to-face? I said, I don't have time. Okay, so but eventually they said, okay, we want you to come. So, I asked my principal and I said, do you think I should go? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, if you get an opportunity, go. I came to Bangalore. So this is how I started my journey at the head of school.
The most interesting thing I found in both of your stories is that each time you just because you felt for example, when you left the IT industry, when you joined teaching as a whole, it was because you were going towards something you wanted to do. It was because, you realized you choose to prioritize what you wanted to do. And even the second time, because you had that spark, you chose to prioritize what you wanted to do. And I find that to be very inspiring.
See, there's a movie that 1994, the Forrest Gump thing.
Yeah.
It actually, I have so many common, it's a kind of, there's some similarities between my story and that story.
Yes.
I've kept on doing it. But my thing is, whatever I did it with full passion.
Yeah.
I taught with full passion. Okay. I remember, when I became the head of school and, then the school where I was working, the Trio World Academy, the previous school. So we got an award. Okay. So we had to go to Delhi to receive that award. Okay. And then I went there to take the award. And the first school where I taught, that Vellum Boys School, the principal of that school was also there. That principal was a different principal, is not the principal who actually managed me. So when I met her, I said, listen, ma'am, I taught in your school. Okay. So and I said, see, my name is Vinod Singh and I taught at Vellum this year to this year. So she said, yeah, you are the one. She said, when we discuss about good teachers at Vellum, we discuss about you. So, for me, that was a validation, right?
Yeah.
For me, I told this, listen, you made my day. Because I never taught to get any certification, but she said that when they talk about good teachers, they talk about me. For me, I think that's a big award for me. Yeah. Okay, so this is how and actually I loved teaching, and first day when I started teaching, it was a disaster, right? It's not that I was so successful. I was pretty good at math. I'm very good at computer science. Okay, but when I started teaching them, okay, the children said to me that, listen, sir, we could not understand what you have taught us, and better go back home and just practice again. They thought that I don't know the subject. Okay. And I just took it. Okay. Then I realized that, maybe I know the subject, but probably I could not bring myself down and cannot make it simplified. So then I went home and prepared, came back next day and taught the same topic, and they could understand.
Yeah.
So this is how I think. It is not that, first day, I mean, the beginning days were easy. I did struggle a lot in the beginning, but I learned, and then I just became a better teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you, I'm going to go a little off topic now.
Yeah.
But if I were to like be a fourth or a fifth grader at the dining hall, and if I wanted to come and approach you, what would be your favorite topic of discussion?
Um, Probably this school or any school.
I mean, honestly, any school.
I would probably like to talk about maybe the interest they have, what they want to do. Okay, so I think that would be the simplest topics to talk about, and then maybe we can build a conversation from there. So maybe the likings and dislikings.
But that would help a lot of those little kids that scurry around you in the dining hall.
Yeah. And I go to a dining hall, and evenings I go to K2, and people there. Remember, we were sitting there, and one child came that, listen, you betrayed me.
Yeah.
And yesterday I went to the dining hall, and I was sitting with my wife, and he just came and said, listen, sir. I said, I promise today. I mean, today means just today. I said, listen, I'll come and find you where you're sitting, and I'll sit with you. So I think that's kind of connection that I think I've built, and I'm pretty happy with the conversations that I have.
Yeah.
Okay, and when kids ask me that, how do you like us, or how do you like the school, and I mean, to be very honest, this is a very good school. You're right. When you go out, it's a different world. It's a totally different world. I think you people are living in a bubble. It's a very good bubble. Okay. Outside, it's very difficult to have a conversation. Like, I'm having a conversation with you. I have conversation outside as well. But outside the school, conversation is so difficult, right?
Yeah.
Because people are heavily into social media, into phones and all.
The culture is very different, honestly.
Yeah. So I think it's a. I mean, you guys should consider yourself lucky that you're in this
No,
school.
I agree so much, because for me, I've been told I'm a very extroverted person.
Yeah.
In Good Shepherd, I'm pretty sure I've spoken to every student at least once.
Yeah.
But I could not ever like keep up the same, act like outside school. When I'm randomly going up to kids and speak to them. But it's so easy over here.
Yeah. And see, today even the parents are not able to talk to parents are not able to have a good conversation with the children, because all the time they're on social media, night they're awake. So a lot of problems outside.
No, that is.
This is I think you guys are so lucky that you're here.
It's a very euphoric word. I actually really like Good Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bubble. It's a very good bubble. So I hope when you go out of the bubble, you remain like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you like some very quick like trivia questions just to like, get the mood high. Mountains or beaches?
In fact, it's a very tricky test.
So tricky.
I like both. But
Same.
if I have to choose one.
So you grew up in Dehradun, you're currently in Ooty.
No, I love both. I like mountains and I like beaches. But if I have to choose one, probably I would choose beaches. Because beaches, thing is, what I like in beaches that, I mean, you cannot see the end, right? So it's an endless thing that, you continue to sit and imagine how was the length of this. So I think that's and the waves coming in. See, mountains remain static, but beaches is dynamic. So I think that's that dynamic nature I like.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I could not come up with a deep answer like that personally.
yeah.
That's very beautiful.
Yeah. But I like both. I like both for sure. Rivers. You cannot take rivers. But rivers, had you taken the name of rivers, I would have chosen rivers. Yeah, because rivers also pretty dynamic. Continue to flow, continue to
What
go
I
up
like
and
about
down.
rivers is the kind of landscapes they flow through, because the same river goes through so many places.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think rivers would have been a very tricky, difficult choice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
So, tea or coffee?
I mean, mostly tea, but for a change, coffee as well.
No, we're Indians. We support tea over here. Yeah, we support tea.
But tea will have to be well made.
Yeah,
Okay.
a good masala chai.
Yeah, because here I started taking tea, but then I switched to coffee because I think they make coffee better than tea.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
coffee is good.
Yeah,
It's
coffee
good.
is better. Yeah.
The tea, I think it's good for a very specific audience.
Yeah. I think we like tea at our house. I mean, we make better teas, and then
You adjust to the taste.
yeah. But yeah, if tea is well made tea, Otherwise, coffee.
So, sir, just as we're getting closer to wrapping up, I'll ask you one question. Because this is a platform in which we can connect with all students, all parents. If there's one message you would want to give to the Good Shepherd community as a whole, what would that be?
Um, I would say, I think love what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, follow your passion. Okay, you have just one life. Just live that life. Okay, if you follow your passion, I think you'll get everything. If you follow money, you may not get anything, but you follow your passion, love what you do, money will follow. Okay, money cannot be motivating factor, because I've seen so many people. When I ask them that what you want to become, right, they said, okay, fine, let me see which professions are the best profession where people make money. That's a wrong choice. Absolutely wrong choice. Okay. I say that, that's okay. You spend, 10 years in the bottom of ocean, studying that marine life, or you spend whatever, 20 years in jungle, studying about lions or something. Yeah. But I think do what you are passionate about. I think that's the thing. I think live your life. Do love what you do.
It's like what they say. It's like if you follow money, money is never guaranteed. But if you follow your passion, happiness is guaranteed.
Yeah, and see, money is. I don't know. I don't understand it, to be very honest. Because other day I was saying that if you just see, if you do a research in UK, I think plumbers are making the most money, right?
Yes.
Oh, they are?
Okay. So I mean, you become a plumber, right?
Let's see how many kids are going to become plumbers from now.
Yeah. So it's not, money is not the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think you've got just one life. Live your life.
No, I agree so much.
Yeah.
I feel like especially with a lot of our seniors, 10th, 11th, 12th graders, we're getting so close to college, we're getting so close to picking what we want to do. And I feel like it's very important for us right now to remember to just do what we like.
Yeah. And what I say is, if once you're middle school, I think start seeing which subject actually works better for you.
Yeah.
If you may be very good at English, I think just do something related to that. Okay. I think just find your passion, find the subject that you're very passionate about, and do something around that. Okay. Don't do I have to become a whatever aerospace engineer or something, but you do not have any aptitude towards maths. Don't do it.
No.
So I think do it what you're passionate about and do what you love. That's it.
And I feel like it's, such a two-way thing, because if I'm able to get this concept, if I'm able to understand it, then I would naturally also develop a passion in that compared to something I don't understand.
Yeah.
So I feel like following your passion is
so, but see, at the end of the day, you want to be successful.
Yeah.
That's a whole
What we strive for.
objective, right? I think to be a successful person, I mean, you do not have to be a person with very high IQ. I think you have to be a smart person. Okay, you need to be smart. You need to understand the value of time. How can you optimize your time? How can you learn to collaborate? Okay, how can you learn to be empathetic? I think these are the skills that actually takes you a long way. Yeah. Okay, it's not. I think you have to be smart. You may not be highly intelligent, but if you're smart, you can take the opportunities. You'll be very successful. Yeah. You have to be smart. That's my that's my thing.
Let's get that framed. Or
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So if your IQ is 200, okay, as good as Einstein, doesn't guarantee you that you will be smart. You will be successful. But you're smart. You take the opportunities. You do the right thing at right time. I think then you'll be more successful than so many intelligent people. Yeah. Be smart and have the
Colin Lauper should watch out right now.
Yeah. I think you have to be smart.
So just to now end this entire conversation, firstly, it's been lovely. And I'll ask you just one final question. So we need one quick fun fact about you. The most entertaining thing.
It can be a backbencher story, something mischievous you've done.
Okay. I think probably nobody knows this. I got suspended once from school.
Wow.
Okay. My dad was a very busy person. Okay. He was a defense scientist, always working hard and traveling and working on the projects which are so secretive. He was in defense.
Yeah.
So I told my father, listen, I got suspended. I said, for how many days? I said, for 4 days. I said, just sit at home. That's okay. Go to school after 4 days. He didn't have time to even go. I mean, they said, listen, just get your parents and, we'd like to talk to them. My father had no time. He said, "Listen, don't do it again. Sit and just go back." So I think that's a fun. It was. I mean, it was not so casual. He was so particular about the scores. He was very particular about the math scores.
Yeah.
Okay, he wanted me to get very high score in math and sciences because he wanted me to become a scientist. Okay. Okay, so I mean, my brother became a scientist. My elder brother was also studying, so he became a scientist. But I did not become a scientist. So yeah, but that's probably one of the fun things that nobody is aware of today.
So, I mean, I feel like, we should put this out exclusive only on Tahr Talks. But thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
This has been a very insightful conversation and we've gotten to know so much, and I'm sure so has our audience. So I would like to thank you, and I would like to thank our audience for joining in.
Thank you so much,
Thank
and
you
it was
so
a
much,
pleasure
everybody,
coming.
and thank you for joining us on Tahr Talk.